It's New Year's Eve, 2025. By this time in 2026, I want to be done with the corporate meat grinder. Let me tell you why, and then I'll show you how I plan on doing it. So, for the past 25 years or so, I have been straddling essentially two different worlds. So, the first world is building software products for corporate America, and I've been quite successful at it, even though I've only been partially committed. So, my brain is only about half there at best. I've only seen it as a good way to make a good living so that I can buy some consumer trash, pay my bills, and have a nice, decent financial life. But the downside is it's left me burnt to a crisp. Like I'm done. Like internally, I am burned out. I am jaded. I am bitter. I am resentful. And I'm sure that it shows. The other world that I live in is my need for independence, what I call independence. I've always had this problem with bowing to authority. I have never bowed to authority. I've always railed against it, even when I actually agreed with the authority. There's just something about it that I hate being told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, where to do it, who to do it for, all the things. I hate it. It just grates my nerves to a pulp. And for 25 years, that has been my life. Bottom line, I don't belong in corporate America. And since you're watching this, I'm going to assume neither do you. So I've made a really good living cucking myself, as I call it, and my talents to the capitalist overlords and just smushing my need for independence down into my gut to where hopefully one day I might just shit it out. But I never have. It's never gone away. And it's not that I've hated all the jobs I've had. A lot of them have afforded me lots of freedom. But even still, I still can't shake this need for independence. And I've made half-assed attempts to get out of the corporate meat grinder. In fact, do you want to hear them? Do you want to hear them? Yeah? Okay. Black screen, 1.5 times speed. Here we go. Tried to sell print-on-demand coupons in the 90s. Tried to open a video game store. Tried to build an independent online record store from scratch. Wanted to get into real estate flipping. Wrote a blog about quitting my job to write a blog. Tried to get a job in sales. Rejected. Recorded some songs to sell online. Built premium WordPress things. Wrote another blog about some random things. Started a podcast with robot jokes. Started a comedy podcast. Built a dog bandana business that did okay until it didn't. Should have stuck with that one. Tried to build a tournament management software. Should have stuck with this one too. Tried eBay arbitrage. Stupid. Don't ask. Wrote another blog about the horrors of modern life. Wrote a fiction book. Wrote another fiction book about my experience at an internet company. Wrote another fiction book. Very dark and cynical. So here's what I've learned through all those failures. Building shit is easy. It's fun even because you get to control all the little variables and it's comfortable. You get to remain in your little comfort zone. Selling, though, on the other hand, is hard. It's fucking impossible, it would seem. And the second things get hard for me, that's when I tend to give up. So here's my strategy for 2026. It's simple. It's only got 2 parts. And it addresses 2 big, huge, quickly, enormous, giant problems that I think that we all face. And here it is. It's build, then create. It's that simple. So this strategy addresses 2 of the big, huge, quickly problems that we probably all face. The first is working around a full-time job. Now, you don't want to quit your job. I certainly don't want to quit my job to go all in on something that has a lot of uncertainty tied to it. I need to burn the certainty down a little bit more before I'm confident in quitting my job and doing this full time. And it also addresses the second issue, which I talked about earlier, is being burned out, burnt to a crisp, jaded, resentful, not wanting to do more work. The last thing I want is more work. But I think this simple strategy will help maybe even reinvigorate me. And I'll talk a bit about that in a second. So in a nutshell, it's addressing the 2 big things that I think that we all face is limited time and energy. So the 2 parts of this framework, the build, create cycle, simple concepts. Essentially, you work in build increments and create increments. So the build increment is literally just building and selling your products. That's ideating what products you want to build next. It's developing your marketing plans. It's building landing pages. It's building backlogs of all the tasks that you need to do to launch an MVP. It's doing all the post-launch stuff, all the marketing, creating ads and all that stuff. So it's building the products and selling the products. The key there being the selling part. And then you work in create increments. And for me, this create increment is this. This is documenting the process, all my successes, all my failures, all my frustrations, all the lessons that I've learned, anything that can leave breadcrumbs for you guys to follow. Because guess what? I care more about y'all succeeding than myself. But I'm not some altruistic fuckwad. You know, I want to snort the sweet cocaine myself. I want to get ass. I want to drive Range Rover, you know, so I want a piece of the action as well. So it's a bit selfish to think that I'm doing it all for y'all. It makes me feel good, and that's all that matters to me. And hopefully y'all get some value out of it also. So how does this play out in the real world? What's the practical day-to-day look like? So we got to work around our job schedule. So for you, that may be 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. So whatever times that you feel the most energetic, the most alert, you know when you're going to be tired. So you got to work around that schedule because you don't want to burn yourself out even more. That would be horrific. For me, I work Monday through Thursday right now. So 10-hour days. It's a freaking grind. I have nothing left at the end of the day, and really to start the day because I'm dreading, going to work and just get punched in the face left and right over and over again. So, but the good thing is I have Fridays off, so I get 3-day weekends every single week. So my build and create workflow looks like this for me. So I build 2 to 6 hours on Friday and Saturday. That's building product, selling product, and keep it to under 6 hours because, again, don't want to burn yourself out. And then on Sunday, I do the same thing, except it's the create cycle. So it's making these videos, it's scripting these out, recording them, editing them, and publishing them. And then reserve Monday through Thursday, any downtime I do have for thinking time and taking notes to either produce these videos or to build products later. So my objective is to launch a new product every 4 to 6 weeks or so. So that aggressive timeline and like the limited time I'm committing to actually working on this stuff means that I got to strip out all the non-essential stuff. So it's truly getting down to that base core. What is the thing that solves the problem that I can launch and sell, and really getting down to the MVP level and putting a heavy emphasis on the marketing first approach. So that may look like actually pre-selling something to test for interest before actually committing to building it. So I think it's very important. Marketing is a skill. And if you can develop products, if you have a creative element and you have some skills to build products that people can consume, the thing that might be missing is the marketing element. So it's very important to focus on marketing and to refine those skills, and then you are unstoppable. You could take over the world. So a rough idea of the roadmap. Full disclosure, I used AI to help me generate this roadmap and a little business plan for my endeavor here. So January through April is what I'm calling the launch phase. So the goal here is to launch at least 3 products in that window, to get $100 a month in gross revenue. That's not net profit. That's just gross revenue. And to get 1,000 YouTube subs for this channel. So you know what? Do me a favor and click the subscribe button because you're gonna want more. I guarantee it. Then May through August is what I call the portfolio phase. So we're gonna launch 2 more products. The objective here is $1,000 a month in gross revenue. Seems very aggressive, I know. And then 5,000 YouTube subs, which is ridiculous, but shoot for the moon or whatever. And then the final phase, September through December, is the scale phase. So launch 2 more products. And all this time, if I've got 5, 6 products launched and some of them aren't doing well, just let them fall by the wayside and then double down on the ones that actually seem like they might have some traction. So 5K a month in gross revenue, again, seems very aggressive. And then quit the job and go all in. Look at that. I would make it. Now, is this going to work? Don't know. TBD. And that's all I have. Did this at least get you thinking about doing your own build, create, repeat strategy in 2026? I hope so, because I think it's important that you try and build your way out of corporate America to independence, which is going to be a running theme in this channel, by the way, especially if you're burnt to a crisp like me and stuck in the meat grinder. You need to get out. So let me know in the comments what you would like me to cover next. What topics do you struggle with that maybe I can help you out with? Or just let me know how great I am, because I am. I mean, it's not to like. What's not to like? You made it this far. Look at you. And also subscribe so I can hit my YouTube sub goals. And I'll see you next time. I'll show the part where I wipe my nose on my shirt. It's doo-doo coming out of my nose.